And what is up, my magic miscreants? Risen Dragon here with a really quirky but fun deck tech. And I'm going to say this. This is a deck that on paper, it looks like it could work. It looks like it shouldn't work, but yet it does work. And that is Selesnya Artifacts. And you might be saying, where are you going with this? Okay, this is a really cool deck. This is a really fun build. It's got quite a bit of synergy in it. It's got a little bit of aggro. There's some control in which if we go best of three. It's really fun, so let's get into it. All right, so first of all, artifacts builds. We've done artifacts before. I think we've done Esper artifacts. I even think we did Orzhov artifacts at one point. I think even did Azorius artifacts at one point. And we've never done Selesnya artifacts. It's really cool. Let's have a look. All right, so first thing we start off, Tamiyo Safekeeping. Now, we can't really do Snakeskin Veil because that really only targets creatures, but Tamiyo Safekeeping, target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn, and you gain 2 life. So this keeps a lot of these really, really protected. All right, we have a lot of 2-drops. Ingenious Smith. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal an artifact card, put it into your hand, and then the rest on the bottom of your library. When one or more artifacts enter the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Ingenious Smith. It only triggers once. Lion Sash is a really cool card to have because you can exile graveyards, and it's a +1/+1 counter if it was a permanent. Michiko's Reign of Truth, the first 2 chapters, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each artifact and or enchantment you control. The third one is you exile it and return it to the battlefield, and it becomes Portrait of Michiko, which it gains +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control. Gala Greeters. Now this is a cool one because whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn already, which is either put a +1/+1 counter on it, create a tap treasure token, which feeds into the Smith, it feeds into the Michikos, and or you gain 2 life. Okay, it's a really, really, really cool card to have. Okay, and it gains us life. It gives us some flexibility with the build. Prize Fight. We don't run. This is the only removal that we're running right now. Okay, and you'll see in the sideboard that we can fix. We can work around it. Okay. Basically, target creature you control fights target creature you don't control, and you create a treasure token. Okay. Prosperous Innkeeper, again, creating a treasure token, and whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Now, here's where it gets a little bit quirky. Okay, we have Cloudsteel Kyrin. Okay, equipped creature has flying, and you can't lose the game, and your opponents can't win the game. Okay, we reconfigure it for 5. We're running 4 of these. This is a pretty cool card. Okay. Toski, Bearer of Secrets. See where we're going with this? If you reconfigure Toski, it's indestructible, it can't be countered, attacks each turn if able, and it has flying. Okay, this right here is it's a combo that could win us the game. Okay, we're also running 3 copies of Essica's Chariot. If you don't know what this does by now, I'll give you a chance to read it over. But I will say this: this is not my idea. I can't remember where I saw this. I remember where I saw it. I just can't remember who it was that posted it. But last Saturday, I had flown my kids to Florida to visit so that they could visit their grandparents for the week. And my flights got delayed. I didn't get home until about 3:30 Sunday morning. And it was at Chicago Midway, after all the delays and missed connections and stuff, that I came across a tweet that had this here. Exile is the only way to get rid of this. Okay, exile is the only way you're getting rid of these. All right. So this deck has a lot of quirks to it. It's fun quirks, though. Let's get into our sideboard. Portable Hole. We could probably swap this off with Prize Fight in our best of 3s, but we'll see what happens there. You're ambushed on the road. This is kind of an interesting card. You can return it target creature you control to its owner's hand, or you can stand and fight. It gains +1/+3 till end of turn. Beaming Defiance gives us some hexproof. Big Play gives us reach and +2/+2, and a +1/+1 counter. Doomscar and Farewell, just in case we're running against any you know, kind of like any severe creature heavy builds. So all in all, Selesnya artifacts, it's got a lot of fun, quirky synergy to it. It's kind of a Risen Dragon type deck. It is flexible and it's quirky, it's fun. People don't think of it. So the best, I'm sorry, the you know, if you're new to the channel, the way that it works is we play a best of 1 and then we play a best of 3 just so you can see how the deck functions in both formats. So without further ado, let's get to the games. Now we are against Infinite Squirrels. Oh, great nickname. Great nickname. We are going to go first. We're going to be okay with this because we can do a bunch of stuff here. Thinking Prosperous Innkeeper into... Or no, I can't do Tamio Safekeeping quite yet. Prosperous Innkeeper is always fun. Because now we can do a few things here. Interesting. Ah, Shambly Bar. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Let's do Prosperous Innkeeper to start. I think maybe Essica's Chariot might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad play. You can swing. I'm okay with that. No blocks. Now they could deadly dispute me or anything like that, but yeah, that's what they do. Village rights, yeah. So, yeah, okay, they'll take that. I'm okay with that. No, I don't want to do that. That can die. I'm okay with that. Draw 2. Okay, cool. Boom. This gets Chariot. Bam. Bam. So what do? Do they waste a... do they waste spot removal on tokens? Certainly that is an option. Not a bad one at that, but... Okay, let's see what we get. Boom. Okay, we're going to do that. We are going to do Gala Greeters. Okay. We are going to do this. We do have a Tamio Safekeeping, so what we can do... Yeah. Try to grasp. Boom. Safekeeping. Boom. Tap treasure. Bam. Good stuff. Sarulf. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's fun. So here's what we do. Do this. Womp womp. Prize fight. Unless they themselves have a Tamio Safekeeping and or a Snakeskin Veil. Yep. Betcha they do. Oh, Village Rights. Okay. Well. So we still get the treasure. And now we get the Cloudsteel Kirin. +1/+1. Tap treasure. Boom. And now you see that this is just a very interesting sort of build that we got going on here. Now if they have Shadow's Verdict, I'm going to be very, very upset. But c'est la vie. I had some audio issues with this. We're not getting the impacts on the attacks, so I'm a little perturbed about that. But Is what it is. Now, Lion Sash, we can come in. Okay, we got him. All right, let's go to the best of 3. A bronze for our best of 3 matchup. That's a mulligan. This one we keep just because we can. This one's just interesting. I think we keep it because we can do some stuff with this. We can draw into another land, and we can do some stuff with the Cloud Steel. So let's do this. Let's just ship one of these. We're going to start off with our Cave of the Frost Dragon. Then we go into a Lion Sash. We don't want to do Ingenious Smith at this point because we don't want to ditch a land. So let's see. And let's go. What is Chief Knight playing? Well, they are playing a standard size deck. So let's see what we can do. If you'll be so kind, Chief Knight, to play a card, we will be on our way. Kids are on their way home from Florida at the moment. Their flight got delayed, but they are on their way in. And I'm very excited. They should be home by 9 o'clock tonight. So very, very excited about that. They've been in Florida visiting their grandparents for the past week and a half or so. It's been fun kind of with the wife at home, but, you know, just some time to ourselves. But time to get back to it. I've missed the kids, and time to get back to it. Now, we could easily go into Michiko's, into Lion Sash, depending on what Chief Knight does. Wonder if they're on mobile. Okay, so this is Azorius. Alright, I think I'm just going to swing in. I don't want to play the Ingenious Smith at this point because I don't want to screw ourselves out of a land. We missed a land drop, so we're going to have to figure something out here. Let's see. What do they do? Okay, well, it's a good thing we kept that, because what we can do now is this. Gain hexproof, and we gain some life, and we're good. Alright, well, that's really no fun. So, what we're going to do is this. We're going to do Machikos, and we're going to swing in. An Elite Spellbinder. Okay. Well, that's fun. Because we do actually have the combo. If we can get that land drop, we do have the combo. Now, we might want a prize fight. Yeah, that could be a plan. Let's see what we get. Okay, we do get a forest. That's good. So we are going to do this. We're gonna fight the Spellbinder. Maybe. We'll see. They might have something to negate it. Maybe like a Spell Pierce. Yep. Okay. That's okay. So we don't get that. We are going to buff this up, though. Let's see, cancel. Nah, we really don't have anything that we can do, but we are going to swing in. Let's swing. And if they block, they block. Control builds for this one. Could be the bane of our existence. Okay, they will block. Okay. Well, they don't have any permanents, so we can kind of deal with that. Alright. Fun stuff. Okay. So let's see what they do. Another elite spellbinder. Okay. They'll probably take the Cloud Steel. More than likely. Yep. Okay. Lair of the Hydra. That's not the greatest, but we'll do what we can. Let's cast the Smith. Okay, Isuka's Chariot's fun. Unfortunately, we are going to take a little bit of damage this time. Ooh, that's brutal. Yeah, we're going to go to the second game. We just did not get the things that we needed. So, 2 or less. I really didn't see anything there. Yeah, let's just keep what we have and go from there. So I think against control builds, this one certainly could struggle. But that said, we'll see if we get... Oh, man. Alright, well, we kept a 2-lander last time, and we didn't do a very good job with it. So I think we're going to mull it again. Ugh, well, this time I'm not going to have a choice. This one we do have some options, though. So, I think we do that. And we do Gala Greeters into Ingenious Smith, and then into Machiko's. Ascendant Spirit. Okay. Cool. Well, we got something here. So I'm guessing they're going to buff that up. Maybe. We'll see. When we play our Sparrows into Ingenious Smith, create a treasure. If all goes according to plan. They probably do have some fading hopes there. Okay, Ascendant Spirit. You're going to swing in for either 1 or 2. They'd go with the 2. Okay. Totally fine. So, totally fine. I'm okay with that. For now. Alright. Well, that is what it is. Ingenious Smith. We're going to do this. We are going to create a treasure token. And we are going to put a Lion Sash into play. We are going to buff that up. We'll take some more damage here. Because what we can do is... we can, if we get a land, Machiko, or we do Lion Sash and then Machiko's, and then we can have some fun with that. Hey, Chief Knight. We ready to go? Maybe. We will see. Okay. So they could have a counter in hand here. We would be able to put down Sparrows and then Lion Sash if need be. Don't really have anything removal-wise, though, so it'll be very interesting to see how they play this. We'll take 2 more. Yeah, we'll take 2. I'm okay with that. Now the thing is do I go with Lion Sash or Sparrow's Headquarters? Yeah, okay. Okay, we got 2 Lion Sashes, so that's pretty cool right there. They could have a reject, which would not be fun, but it would still play into the... Ingenious Smith's ability. They're deciding. What do they want to do? So the cool part about this deck too is like this card can get bigger. Create a tap treasure token. That is not a... Okay. You know what? Part of me wants to simply swing in with the Gala Greeters and block the Ascendant Spirit with the Smith. Yeah. Alright. Because I'm not sure what they have. I mean, they could have a Brutal Cathar, which is gonna suck, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Pardon me, it's been a long day here in New England. Yep, there's a Brutal Cathar. Okay. So, had a feeling that was coming down. Yeah, if they're smart, they take the Smith. Although they're looking at the Sash, though. Okay. So, maybe they're thinking they attack in with the Ascendant Spirit. That's just not a good play. But, what we can do is, I mean, we can really swing in for some damage here if they do the Lion Sash. If we do the Lion Sash into Machikos. Because we can buff up the Galagreeters. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, let's do this. Lion Sash. Okay, we're going to put a +1/+1 counter on that. And we do that. And this. I'm actually going to do this. And let's swing. If they double block, and we can take at least... Okay, they can take it. Okay. So the cool part now is we've got a Tameo Safekeeping in hand. And we can definitely make something happen there. If they throw down a Spellbinder, Luminarch Aspirant. Okay, well, that's a thing. They're going to buff something up. I'm okay with that. The Ascendant Spirit is going to be buffed. We got to get rid of that somehow. They don't swing. Okay. Interesting. Alright, we do this. And we do this. And we do this. Boom. And we swing. This is fatal. If they don't block, this is fatal. Obviously. I mean, they're facing down... What? Okay, well... There's that. I'd say put up a little bit more of a fight, but... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put You're Ambushed on the road in instead of the Prosperous Innkeeper. This deck, I think this game definitely highlights the... it highlights kind of what this deck can do, okay? It's got a certain amount of flexibility that, as you know, you've seen me play, you're familiar with my videos. I love decks that have flexibility. I don't like one-dimensional... I usually don't like one-dimensional decks. Mono red, yes, I've done mono red, but with some kind of quirks to it. So here, let's do this. Let's just ship one of these. We're going to throw down one of the Jetmirs and then a Cave of the Frost Dragon and then Ingenious Smith. Just so we can get some artifacts into our hand. Ascendant Spirit, yep, there it is. Okay, cool. Oh, Machikos, how fun is that? So let's do this. Get that down. And we run these because we can cycle through, and it gives us some flexibility with the mana base too. So, alright, I'm going to take another sip of my Coca-Cola here. It's been a hot day here in New England. It's going to get hotter this week. They said the heat wave would break Thursday with some thunderstorms, but now they're saying it's going to be even hotter after that. So, welcome to summer, kids. Okay. Ascendant Spirit comes in. The cool part about Essica's Chariot is if we prize fight, then we can, whatchamacallit, we prize fight, if we get to that point, we can, okay, yeah, had a feeling they would buff that up. That's okay, though. Ingenious Smith. Yeah, let's put down the Smithy. If anything, just to search for an artifact. Okay. Lion Sash is always fun. That might not be a bad one. And notice we didn't hit any lands that time, so that was a good play. So on the draw, this deck is not the greatest. When it's on the play, it does have that potential. That's potentially a problem. That is potentially a problem. But what we're going to do is this. We're going to put down Lion Sash. We're going to swing in. Now, this could easily become a 6/6 this time around, and it's going to be, I think. I think they're going to make this a 6/6. Another Ascendant Spirit. Okay, so maybe they buff up this instead. Brutal Cathar, I think, is coming down. Fading Hope. Okay. And they buff up the Spirit. We're in a little bit of trouble here. And we just didn't draw into any of our lands this time around. And I guess that's the downside to this deck, is that it requires that. Okay. Well, here we go. Michiko's Reign of Truth. So we can buff up the Smith. And unfortunately, we don't have... we don't have the... Okay. Ooh, we might be able to... If they buff that up, it just becomes a 2/3. Although that's going to become a 6/6 next turn. So, let's see if they play it smart. Then this is going to be... this is what they're going to have to do. So once more, we just didn't draw into any land. And unfortunately... Ooh, okay. Why not just buff up this Spirit and just slam me? I'm curious about that, but okay. They want to do that? That's fine with me. That is fine with me. Okay. Target creature. Boom. Okay, this thing right here... Oh, shoot. Okay, well, here's what we can do. Fight that, fight that. Okay. Ooh. Nope. Might be able to even take down... No, no, no. Cancel. Prize fight. That. Okay. Take care of that. We'll see what happens. At this point, I gotta try something. Okay, Delver of Secrets. Well, if we draw into a prize fight, we're in business. Maybe. But we'll see. Cloudsteel Kyren. Okay. Okay, nope. Let's do this. We do have enough. Let's see what they do. Okay. That does that. Now, if they counter the Cloudsteel, then we're dead. There's nothing we can do there. Let's try it. Let's try it. If they counter it, we're done. And it's a good game. No, they didn't. Okay. Or they're not going to counter it, but they have a Fading Hope. Yeah. Depart 3. Okay, good game. Alright, let's go to the postmortem. So, Selesnya artifacts. This deck, I think, can work. You just got to make sure that you're playing it effectively. I probably was a little bit too greedy keeping a few of those 2-land hands, but as you saw, you know, this deck can get big pretty quickly if your opponent doesn't have the right answers for it. And unfortunately, in our best of 3, they did have the right answers. So I think this deck has quite a bit of potential. I think it's a fun deck. It's a quirky deck. It's something that your opponents may not expect and ergo prepare for. So this deck, if you like that sort of style, you like that brewing sort of thing, the creativity, it's a fun deck to play. So, as always, hit the like button, hit the sub button. I'm always looking for new subscribers. And until next time, may all your draws be godlike, and may all your spells hit the board. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your week.